What it do? What it do, Big Blue? We are
What up?
back.
What up?
Not too happy, but we are back.
We're
We are
back.
back. We're back. We're back. And in tears, possibly. Uh, The past
Brutal.
couple days have been rough. They've
Brutal.
been rough. Been I don't. I'm at a loss for words. The only positive thing that has came out in the past couple days is the hire of Will Stein, and I'm happy about it. I'm
I
happy
mean,
about it.
I think everybody's happy that that Stoops is gone, right?
Absolutely.
So, you know,
Absolutely.
and I will say it's the end of the era, right? I mean, Calipari and Stoops were two of the better coaches for at least a good 4 to 5 year stretch in the SEC as a tandem.
Yep.
Um, and it's a shame to see that it ended with only one title from
Yeah.
Calipari.
Right.
Um, you thought we'd get more out of that. And look, Kentucky football was competitive under Stoops for a little bit, and then he just kind of. I think the NIL kind of did him in Kentucky,
Yeah.
especially in the SEC. It just it ran its course. Look, it happens everywhere. I mean, if New England was willing to get rid of Bill Belichick, then every good thing comes to an end. And I'm not saying the Stoops era was a good thing, but it wasn't horrible, right? He brought it
Yeah.
back.
Right. He
But
brought a fire back right
yeah,
after Joker. You know what I mean? Like
yep,
we was in a ditch at Joker. Stoops brought it back. Stoops had great years. I can't say that he didn't. I can't say that how many years I don't even how many years was it? Was it
I think it was 10 or at least it was double digits. It was either
Yeah.
10 or 12, somewhere around there.
It
Um,
was we
but
had good years.
he made more bowl games than he didn't, and
Exactly.
that's what you got to look at. And at the end of the day, look, I love what Stein's doing. He already got a GM, like he brought a
Yep.
GM, and like that's something that I'm surprised that Mitchie Poo agreed to that.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if he wants the football program to be successful, you got to do that nowadays, especially because like the coach has to coach. He can't do everything else too. So like you got to have somebody like that. So it was I think it was a director of recruiting from Oregon is who they got. Um, Oregon seems to get some good recruits, man, and stuff like that.
Right.
So it could come in handy and help them recruit in the SEC.
And what was the guy? I can't Patowski, Patansky, whatever. The 4-star we got, he did sign. So I feel like maybe this kid might be okay. And if Cutter stays, maybe Stein brings over the quarterback knowledge from Oregon and
Yeah,
levels him up more than Stoops ever thought of doing. And we go on a run or something. Hopefully it's not like Pope where the first year is amazing and then the second year is shit. But
yeah. I mean, look, something tells me the offense is going to be exciting either way.
yes,
And I'd love to see Cutter stay, but if he decides to move on, I don't think there's going to be any issue with a quarterback coming in. I think they'll get somebody, especially with the way the transfer portal's set up. They'll get somebody, and it'll be somebody that can run his offense. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, that's definitely the exciting news from
yeah,
Kentucky sports.
yeah. Yeah. UNC game. As much as I hate to talk about it, I guess we're gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah, real quick, while we're talking about coaches hiring and things like that, I mean, I do think that they need to adjust the timing of it in college football. Like the
Yes,
whole the whole Lane
yes,
Kiffin thing, leaving Ole
yes.
Miss. Ole Miss is in the football playoff. He can't coach Ole Miss because Ole Miss said no, screw you, you're done. You wanted to leave, you're going. Like all that, like we got to think about this. Like I know there's NIL deals, I know this stuff. These guys are getting paid now, but like these are still student athletes.
Yes.
These guys are still. I know they're adults, they're young men, but they're still kids too. You know what I mean? And like this this is a opportunity for these guys, especially at Ole Miss, right? Ole Miss doesn't play in national title games or anything like that very often, and like they got a legitimate shot, and now maybe they don't because Lane Kiffin's leaving, right? So. And I know a lot of Ole Miss fans are like blaming Lane Kiffin, but like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to coach at LSU. So like you can't turn that down. But at the same time, like the timing of it needs to change because you shouldn't be able to leave your school while you're in the middle of the season. It
And I,
shouldn't
s- I
happen.
s- I said that literally the day it happened, or maybe it's not the day it happened, but when the whole news broke of he's not coaching, and when he came out and said, I guess to his staff, when he said, if you're not on the plane with me, you don't have a job. Like now you're just getting petty towards everybody. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
like you said, the kids see that. At the end of the day, they are kids. You know what I mean? Like they're learning from this, and this is the first thing they learn about the business. That okay, well, we don't have to have loyalty. We could jump whatever, and it'll still be okay one way or another because the money comes. It's like it shouldn't always be about the money. Yes, money's great, but you got to have some type of loyalty, at least to the kids. Hell with the logo, hell with the school, hell with the whatever. Those kids trusted you. The parents trusted you. At some point, parents trusted you to. All right, he's going to take care of my boy. He's going to take him to the next level. Now you just ditch out on him, and then, like you said, the chance they may have to go to the championship, and now it just pretty much could possibly just got yanked out from under them.
Yeah, dude, it's a loyalty thing, man. It's like you're dating this chick that she's cheating on you, she's cheating on you, she's cheating on you, and like you keep taking her back because she promised you this time it'll be different. Like LSU doing this with Lane Kiffin and bringing him on, what's stopping him from doing this to them? Like
Yes,
he has a track record of doing this already. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. It's not a good thing in college football in general because this is the only sport that it happens in. You don't see this happening in college basketball. Like you don't see a coach leaving Duke or I'm just throwing these out there, but like you don't see a team leaving when they're in March Madness.
no,
It doesn't happen, right? And like Patino came out this week and he said the same thing. He goes, you know, let's say I'm at St. John's and we're playing first week of the NCAA tournament and I decide to leave to go back to Kentucky. It doesn't happen. Like
no,
the timing of it doesn't work. Like they wait
no.
till after the season's done, and like I think the NCAA needs to step in and do something like that where you can have conversations, but you can't announce anything. You probably can't even have conversations. You shouldn't even have conversations until the season is completed. At that point, you know.
And didn't it happen? If I now that you say that about the March Madness, didn't it happen last year where a coach took another job,
He did,
but he
but his
stayed with
team
the
was
team?
he stayed with his
Yes,
team through the tournament. Yep,
yes,
yep,
yes.
yep,
Okay, that's what I was saying when you said that. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, and that's how it should be. Or at this point, do it like an NFL deadline, like trade deadline. You have until this month to accept a job. If you don't, then you have to wait until your team is completely out of whatever bowl game, turn whatever it may be, and the other team, your team and the other team. Neither team can be in any type of bowl or tournament talk.
yep,
Then you can accept it.
yeah. And that's it's like I said, it's just a shame. And think about it from the fans' perspective. I mean, you got some fans and like that has not seen a bowl like a big bowl game from Ole Miss in a long time, or like even a
Yep.
chance at a national championship in a very long time. And like now you thought this was a promising year, you thought it was an exciting year, and then you have that. Like I just think about it from a Kentucky perspective and this whole situation, like the timing of it. I mean, they're not in a bowl game, so it doesn't really matter. But like, if they were in a bowl game, the timing would suck. And if it was a competitive bowl game, so like, I just think that the NCAA and football in general need to do a better job of that because it sucks for the kids, it sucks for the fans, and the whole university as a.
It makes the sport look like shit.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
I mean, really.
You brought up the word loyalty, and that's what it means. Like it shows that there is no loyalty. So like you have no choice now but to pay these guys because they're not coming to you because they can trust you because they can't. You know, it's just a shame,
It's
man.
it is. It is. It really is that money it, money has done that to the sport. There is no love for the sport. There is no love for the game, no love for school, no love for a kid. It is love of the money.
Yep,
Money is the
yep,
root of all evil.
yeah, man. It
at,
is.
at that point, I mean,
It is.
$100 million or whatever. He's like, all right, deuces, whatever. Like, dang, dude.
Well, and
And I,
since we're talking about money, we might as well talk about 22 million because that's been the topic, right? We spent 22 million on this star-studded, use that in quotes,
yeah,
star-studded lineup, right? And they can't get it together, man. They can't put it
nope,
together. Um,
nothing.
and look, we talked about it last week. I still trust Pope. I still think Pope's the right guy. But like the lineup he put together and the people he put together weren't like top two options on the teams that they came from. They were like number threes and number fours. So like I get it. Like it worked first year where you pulled all these guys together, but like now you got money to play with. You spend money and I get
Nothing's
injuries
happening.
happen. No, and like injuries happen. We can't use that as an excuse because every school deals with injuries. So like I don't want to hear that excuse. Um, and we'll get into the game, but like at the end of the day, we set up this team where shooting wasn't going to be an issue this year. Shooting was
Yep.
supposed to be a strong point. You made one 3-pointer in the game against North Carolina, and that was from Brandon Garrison, who's a
Yeah.
big guy. So
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like you shoot one of 13 from three, and your one made three was from a 6'10" guy that shouldn't be shooting threes.
No,
So
absolutely not.
I think we found our issue. The other issue is, man, they're getting out physical. They're getting dominated on the boards offensively. Michigan State dominated us with offensive rebounds. North
Well,
Carolina dominated us with
what is it? It is.
offensive rebounds, and I think
They had.
Louisville did too.
I think so. Well, and I'm looking at the box score now for UNC. They. Oh, sorry. That's the amount of time that we did not score in the second half. This whole time we've been talking. That is the amount of time we did not score in the second half.
And think about all the shit we just said. Think about all the shit we just talked about. That's how long it went without you guys scoring.
Yeah.
22 million. You could have paid us 22 million and we could have made a shot. 22 million and you can't score a point? Like North Carolina did not win that game. We lost that game. Hands
Absolutely. We
down we
handed
lost
it.
that game.
We
It
handed
should
it
have been
right
a
to them.
it should have been a double digit win, no questions asked. But you go almost 12 minutes without scoring a goddamn point. Makes no sense. We had to talk about Lane Kiffin for 6 minutes to filibuster just to prove a point. You think I
Yep.
want to talk about Lane Kiffin? I don't want to talk about Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. Christ. But we had to. And that's how long we could have probably talked about anything else for 12 minutes and it's ridiculous. We could have scored a point.
That's
I
horrible.
guarantee you.
Yes. Absolutely. And it could have been just a throwing it up. I could have threw one up and just lucky shotted it, and most likely would have hit a shot. And you can't hit a shot in that long. In that long, you're a college athlete. One, two. You just got paid at least 3 to 4 mil, at least. The average guy on that team, right? 3, 4, 5 mil, and you can't hit a shot. Nobody can hit a shot. No, nobody. Nope, nobody. And then right before that went off, you was talking about the offensive rebounding. They had 17 offensive rebound. We had 8. We didn't even break double digits in offensive rebounding. How? I mean, I get it. Marino can't do it all. Absolutely not. The kid, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like the kid's trying. The kid is
Yeah,
absolutely trying. I feel like he is
absolutely
playing
he's
his
trying.
heart out. I feel like he has put the defensive and rebounding on his back multiple times. And it's like nobody helps him. Nobody. And Brandon Garrison, soft. Soft as baby shit this year.
He shouldn't even
I
be on the court, you know.
no. Uh, I'm sorry. And he played great last year. He had great spurts. And I was like, oh man, he comes back. I'm pretty sure we even said that last year to each other. He comes
We
back,
did.
it's going to be great.
Yeah,
And it's like he forgot how to play basketball.
he did.
He
It
he
seems
gets
like it.
outbodied. Everything.
It
It's
seems like
it's
it.
ridiculous. It's
Well, and here's
ridiculous.
the thing, right? So like we both knew that like with this the way this lineup is constructed, like you bring Q back and like you're like, all right, well Q's a difference maker on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, especially defensive, like with the aggressiveness. What's the point of him coming back right now? Like with the way this team is playing, he could just go, you know what, I'm going to sit out because he's a projected lottery pick. So what does he have to do? Like if they're going to continue to lose, if they lose Friday again, or what is it tomorrow, right, against Zaga? I think they play
I think
tomorrow.
so.
It's either tomorrow or Saturday, but I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. If they can't beat Gonzaga, that means that they're 0-4 against ranked teams. Like all they're doing basically is making sure that other people's wins against them mean nothing. Like
Yes.
they're
Yes.
hurting everybody else's strength of schedule. They're playing spoiler for the strength of schedule for March Madness because if they before they even get to SEC play, if they're 0-4 against ranked teams, it's going to be brutal. They're going to get dominated. And on top of our shitty performance, then we have to deal with Cal and Arkansas whooping Louisville's ass.
Oh my
And I'm going to
God.
give them the respect and call them Louisville because they dominated them. They dominated
Yes.
them. And
Yes.
we get blown, like, granted, we made it close, but we were getting blown out by Loserville. So
Multiple times. Multiple
I'm,
times. Not just
I'm,
once. Multiple times.
I'm very concerned about what Arkansas is going to do against us because
Yes.
now, granted, I knew Loserville going in there into Arkansas, Arkansas playing at home. They knew they were going to be ready for that. Cal is look. One thing you can say about Cal, he knew the time when it came to playing Loserville. He knew the
Yep.
time. Like
Yep.
he knew that was the rival. He knew what it was about. He took that game very seriously. It's almost like me as an Eagles fan. I'm like, look, I don't care what we do every year before we won Super Bowls and everything and had expectations. I didn't care. I didn't care what we did as long as we beat Dallas. Right? That was
Yep.
our rival. That's all I care. And Cal knew the assignment. He knew we got to beat Loserville. His record, I think they showed it was like 16-2
Yeah. Yep.
against Loserville. I'm like, damn. And that's even including at Arkansas. I wish we had that. You know what I mean? And Pope
Yes.
should know. Pope should understand the assignment. He just couldn't get his players to play. You know?
He couldn't. And, I've seen multiple people. I can't believe Kentucky ran this guy out. Oh, you don't know what you have until it's gone. Yeah, that is a typical Cal. Runs all over people in the regular season. That's cool. Whatever. It wasn't that the reason we ran him out of town. It was 2 years back to back, first, second round losses out of the tournament. He just can't get it done in tight situations. Now games like that, absolutely, he's going to dominate. He's coming out and he's throwing everything at you, and he did. And
Mm-hmm.
kudos to Arkansas because they look good. Loserville, uh, Loserville hung in there. They did,
Yep. Yep.
and it was like you said. Cal knew the assignment. He knew what was going to go down when they walked in that building. It was him. It was him. He was going to win, and he did. But I don't miss it. I don't.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I
I
definitely do
don't.
not miss it.
No,
Definitely
I
do not
don't.
miss it.
Not one bit. And like you said, I do trust in Pope. I do. And maybe that's just me being the way I am. And it's like, oh, he's got it. But um, two things I did see. It was like 80% of message boards are calling that if it goes this way, he won't be here next year, possibly. And for the rest of the season, he's coaching for his job. And I don't disagree. At some level, I don't disagree because
I
you
yeah.
might be. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the disappointing years that ended up getting rid of Cal, and then you come on the heels of last year, success, high expectations for this year, and right now you're coming out flat. And like the way this season's going right now, we're not a tournament team. We're
no,
not, right? We're not.
no.
And even if we were, it would be one and done. And
Yes.
that's not the expectations at Kentucky, especially with the booster money and the NIL money that you have funneled into this. So like you got and a lot of the message boards I've seen the same things. BYU is lighting it up, and they're getting better recruits than Kentucky, and Pope's not there. So
Yep.
I don't know what that says. You know what I mean? Like, is it Pope? Can he not recruit? I don't know. It seemed like he did well last year in getting all these guys in, but like maybe there is something there to it. Maybe there is a reason. I don't know. I don't know.
And I never even thought of that.
I mean,
But you're all
BYU's a
right.
top 10 team. BYU's
Yeah.
a top 10 team right now. They got recruits and they're playing
They got
better
the number
than
one player. They
right.
literally got the number one player when he left.
And Pope couldn't get him. Like, what does that say? And Pope couldn't get him at Kentucky. So like, where you got endless pockets. Like you gonna get, I would have taken him and given him 10 million of that 22 million. You know.
Absolutely. And
So
Caleb
like
Wilson I'd have got him. What do you want? What do you want? And now I'm probably going back on what I've said before because I'm pretty sure I have said, it's selfish. I wouldn't want, I'm glad he didn't, but I'm pretty sure Caleb Wilson asked to like, wait, 5 million new truck, whatever. At this point, you should have gave it to him. And because I was blinded by what Pope said. Hey, we got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, the second string. I was like, all right, okay, well, yeah, we don't need this. We don't need this one and done guy. No, we do. We do.
he's a team player, right? You know what I mean? Like he's a team player. Like he didn't light it up against us. I think
No,
he had a double double. I think he had like 14 and 12 or 12 and 12, something like that.
yeah,
What he did, the 12 of the rebound, like he had 12 rebounds, but like I think 8 of them were on the offensive side. Like we do not hustle. We do not. And they teach you this when you're 6 years old. And our producer Topher knows this because he played basketball his whole life. You follow your shot. If you throw up a shot, you follow your shot. We put up 13 or 14 3-point shots. We made one of them. The other 12 or 13 went missing. They missed by a mile, and we just sat there and watched them.
yes,
Like we don't follow our shots for anything, and we don't play with any aggressiveness. There's like no physicality that like I could at least remember I forget the years it was. It might have been like early 2000s. It was right before the Billy Gillispie years, and it was like we were playing and the team was like really not that good, man. It was like after Patino and Tubby, but it was like before Gillespie. It was like weird, or it might have been with Gillespie. But either way, the team was at least competitive. They sucked.
yes,
They weren't good, but they were diving on ball, like diving on the floor for loose balls and things like that. I don't see this team fighting for that stuff. Any
no,
any ball that they have a chance, like a long rebound, it's going to the other team. It's going to the other team. You already know it, right? You already know it. So I just I don't understand why there's no hustle, and honestly, that is why Pope's job's on the line because that starts with coaching.
yes,
You got to have your
yes,
guys ready. You got to
yes,
have them ready, and he comes out and says the right things, but then his actions speak otherwise, man. Like they
yep.
need to come out Friday, and they need to come out with a decisive win in order for me to really get on board and like sway my decision back in his favor.
Yeah. I mean, and when the game started, we was texting. Wow. Like we was that team against Purdue. When that game started, that was the team that played Purdue right there.
Yep, yep.
And then what happened? Like we said last week, what happened? Oh, he subbed somebody in and broke every little momentum we had. And there he goes again with his subbing. Boom, 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 boom. You got to stop. You got to stop with that too. I even said it as watching the game. He don't. He didn't leave him in. Oh shit.
Going
Oh,
off again.
yeah.
See,
That was
that's
another
another
11.
12 minutes. That's another 12 minutes we just went on a rant that you could have scored a goddamn point. It's ridiculous. Unreal.
Oh shit.
Ridiculous.
Woo. Wow. Yeah.
No, but
Here's your sign.
you're absolutely right, right? So like you can look at the box score after the game and see that you had 5 players with 30 minutes and like 2 other players with 20 and go, oh, all right, we had a good rotation in. No, you didn't. You didn't
No.
because you rotated them out way too much. Yeah, they got their total minutes in at the end of the game, but like as soon as you had something flowing, like you said, they scored like the first 11 points. They were up like 11-4, and then you made a change and subbed 3 people out, and it changed the whole dynamic. They didn't play defense, and North Carolina came right back into the game. And every time that we had a lead, that's what he would do, and then North Carolina would go on a run. It's you gotta at some point as a coach, you gotta look at that and go, what are we doing? I gotta just
Yep.
leave my best 5 players on the court until they're tired at this point and see what works. That's what
Yep.
you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like
And
you gotta understand the chemistry of your team at some point. And we're what 9 games in, 8 games in, and he doesn't have it. He hasn't figured it out yet. It's 7 games in. No, we're 8 games in. Yeah, we're 5-3. Yeah,
And I heard the announcer say it. You don't see a leader on that team. On that floor, there is not a soul, not Owe, not Aberdeen, not nobody that is getting in somebody's. Hey man, you gotta hustle. You got whatever the case may. There is nobody out there talking. They are just at this point. It does look like it's every man for himself.
it's five
At this point,
individuals at all times playing basketball.
yes,
That's what it is. That's what
it's a
it is.
pickup game. It's a pickup
Yep,
game that they just
yep,
so happen to be wearing the same uniforms that they got out of a box
yep.
that morning.
And look, this has happened before when we had Cal. Like Cal would get these one and done guys, get 7 guys that are like really great, but they just don't gel, right? They don't gel, and maybe that's what this is. Like I don't know. Like who would have thought that Lowe would be the guy that was the glue that held it all together? But like, why don't you like if you're Pope and you're constructing this team? How do you only get one point guard? Like, I don't
Yes.
understand how that works. If he
Yeah.
goes down, you're screwed. Well, guess what?
Yep.
He went down, so now you're screwed.
Now you're
He
screwed.
might be back tomorrow. He might be back tomorrow. That's what they're saying. He
And
was
you know,
he was practicing all week, so we'll see.
and I think he was hoping that Aberdeen was that guy. I think that's what he thought. If Lowe goes down, Aberdeen. Aberdeen, he has moments, but that's why he wasn't the starting point guard on a championship team.
Right,
As
right.
bad as that sounds, that's what it is. He was a six man, and you brought him in to be the star of a team. Why? I have no idea. I get that you thought he had potential, whatever. No, it bit you in the ass. And, if you somehow turn this around and, go on a winning streak, whatever the case may be, we go on a Cinderella run. Okay, Mitch Barnard is, oh my God, it's so great, and keeps you back for another year. This should be a learning curve right here. Say, okay, all right. Yeah, I could get a bunch of third, like you said, second, third string, but I need number one guys because these sixth men, seventh men are not cutting it. They're not gelling. They're not nothing. There's nothing. And I think the only reason, now that I'm thinking about it after the BYU comment you made, I think the only reason we got the recruits that we got is because they're Kentucky boys.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
I would
only
agree.
reason we got the top, whatever number they are, but that's the only reason we got them. That's the
And
only
do they
reason.
stay? Do they stay?
It- do they stay? Yes. And, honestly, I haven't even looked. Do we have anybody that is committed for next year?
I couldn't even tell you
I
right now.
I
And
don't know,
if
honestly.
I highly doubt that we do, and if we do, they might be ready to flip and decommit at this point because this isn't the Kentucky that was promised to them. You know.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like this is if I'm a recruit, I am I'm scared at this point. Like, damn, he's saying that he could do this, this, and this, and this, but he can't do any of this with this person, or this person.
Well, and the thing
It's
is, like when you go to Kentucky, you're promising yourself basically like nationally televised games and this and that, and like when your team sucks, ESPN's not going to put you on. You're going to be on ESPN2 or ESPN News or the SEC
Yep.
network that nobody gets half the time. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's going to end up being. So, and it's a shame, and that's why th're going to miss out on some of that stuff.
I don't know if I can do. Let's see. Hold on. Nope. Okay, I can't. So I'm gonna flip my screen. Okay, I just looked up recruits for next year. Right. So usually there is some commits already for your team. Let's see. Let's let's see. What is this? Can you see what this is?
No results.
No results for 2026.
There you go. That tells you right there.
I mean, that's bad. At least Cal would at least had one. At least one. I don't know, man. Oh God. Oh God. It's
It's gonna
just
be rough, man. Like we went into the season so promising, like the exhibition game against Purdue, like things were looking great, and now it's like
yes.
we're December. What is it? Tomorrow's December 5th, and the season's basically on the line if we don't beat Gonzaga. You know, that's that's brutal. And look, I understand that it's technically not because you go into SEC play where 8 teams, 9 teams are ranked. So like if you're competitive in SEC play, you could still salvage your year, and it's only 4 losses. But like that means you haven't beat one ranked opponent yet. So like, what confidence do you give us that you're going to go into SEC play and beat a ranked opponent? You know?
That's horrible. I don't mean to beat on the recruit thing, but I'm looking at it just because all this talk has got me curious because I haven't looked not once this year. Okay, so you got Tyron Stokes, number one player, right? He hasn't obviously committed anywhere. The status is 20% us, 23% Louisville. We should not be in the same talks as Louisville. There's no way we should. And let's see, number one, that was him. Number two player, we're not even on the radar. Bama and Auburn are their top two. Number three player, Arkansas, Bama. Number four, UConn. What is that? Penn State, I think. Yeah. Number five, Arizona State, Arizona. Number six player is signed with Ohio State. You don't see our name anywhere until the number 13th player, and it's a 92% chance of us. But Duke's already have people signed. Arkansas, Kansas, Ohio State, Oregon, UNC. You don't see Kentucky nowhere. I'm looking. Number 13 and Tyron Stokes on number one is the only time I've seen our emblem anywhere on this, whether it be commit or even have a chance of them signing. And it's the top 50 players.
Right. Yep. And there's no guarantee we're going to get Stokes.
No,
You
not at
know?
this point. Not at this point.
No.
Not whenever you look over and you see Louisville 7-1.
Yep. And
You
they
know what
beat
I
us
mean?
already. You know?
Yeah. And they're going out balling. And
Yeah.
he's making Mikal Bridges, or not Mikal Bridges, shit. That's a pro player.
Shout out to Topher. Shout out to the Knicks.
Damn it. Mikal Brown. And he's making him look like a lottery pick, just a number top 10 lottery pick. And the only thing helping Pope now with Q is he hasn't played, so he's still that guy from last year. That's the only reason he's the top 10 pick. He hasn't got to play in Pope's team.
And
It's
I mean, honestly, if I were him, I'd strongly, somebody in my camp is probably telling me right now, like, you might not want to fake
yep,
an injury, fake an injury,
yep.
and just, say that
Nurse
your
it.
leg hurts. Say your leg hurts every day, And I hate saying that, but like, it's brutal because we need him. We could use him, but at the same time, like if they lose tomorrow night, it's just it. Like I said, man, it's tough. It's tough going into SEC play. And look, let's not let's not get it twisted. Before Christmas, you still got to play St. John's. So
Yeah, yeah. We're in
Patino
a
might put the
gauntlet.
final nail. Yeah, he might put the final nail in the coffin.
Yep. And don't think that Patino's going to take it easy because they, have had this lovey-dovey reunion type shit. Patino will
No.
go for blood because it's the first time he's played Kentucky in how long?
Yep.
You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Since he was at Louisville,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
I don't know,
it's
man. It hurts. It hurts this year. We had such high expectations, and I've talked so much shit. I've talked so
I
much shit.
I think they can turn it around. They have the talent to turn it
Yes,
around. They got to
absolutely.
figure it out. And I just don't know. I don't know that they right now they're not capable of turning it around. They're not going to figure it out. You're
They don't
definitely
have
not
the
going to
coach to turn it around.
you're definitely not going to figure it out when you go 12 minutes without scoring a point and you can't shoot the three. You got to learn how to shoot a three. When the other team is making 9 threes and you make one, that's a 24-point difference in just 3-point field goals. You lose the game by 3 points. Like, it's not rocket
Yep.
science. You make two of those threes, you win the game. So, like, it's not hard to understand when it comes to that. Like, they played a good game against North Carolina and they still didn't get the win because they couldn't make a 3-point goddamn shot. And they
Yep.
went 12
Or
minutes without
or
scoring the ball.
score. Yeah.
Right.
Or fucking score. Or whoops. That was an F bomb. You could bleep that one out. Or score. Yeah. Or score. At that, you know what I mean? And Colin Chandler, bless his little heart. You know what I mean? He tried at the end. He tried. And again, you got to make it. You have to make it, Chandler.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that was a college level going into pro level shot. I feel like you should be able to make that if you're going to the pros. And he may not go to the pros, but he's trying to. You have to make that type of shot. You was there. It's not like it was hugely contested. It was mildly contested. Yes. Was it? No. You could have made it. It bounced off the backboard. It was there. You just didn't shoot it right. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You you missed the shot. You missed the shot just like the 12 minutes beforehand.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it should have been a double digit win for us.
Yep.
And we
And
was
look,
still up,
I'd be
not scoring.
I didn't look at the stats on this, so like I probably didn't want to, and I probably you'd have to like watch the game tape during that 12-minute stretch. But like out of that 12-minute stretch, all the missed shots that we had, I could probably tell you we had one, maybe two offensive rebounds during that stretch, if any came during
If
that
it,
stretch.
I would say if any, we had 8 the whole game. So maybe one, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe. And
brutal.
I've never seen a Kentucky 3-point percentage 7.7.
Single
Ever.
digits. Single digits. I saw the same thing and I was like laughing my ass off. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not looking at that right, right? It says they rounded it up on the one that I saw. It said 8. And I'm like, 8? 8%? Like you're giving us credit for 8%? And I just want to throw out there, I don't know if you knew this or not, and I don't know if I said it, but the guy that made the 3-point shot is 6'10", and he played for like 6 minutes in the game. Like,
And
why?
he's one of the worst players this year. He's one
It's
of the worst players this year. It ain't like he's a great player that just, is the wing. He's not a Kevin Durant that shoots threes. Let's not get that
no,
twisted for anyone
no.
that doesn't know Kentucky basketball that's tuning
Right,
into this right now. He
right.
is a bench player center. He is a bench player center that
It's like
is,
what's his name, Bradshaw from last year, right? Bradshaw
yeah,
every now and then would shoot a three, and you're like, no, no, what are you doing?
yes,
Don't shoot a three.
yeah.
You know,
Sit your ass down now. Sit down.
right?
You know what I mean?
Stay under the boards and grab a rebound.
Yes.
Grab a goddamn rebound. Do your job. Like that's what we need you for. And look,
And he ain't
and
even doing
don't get me
that.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. He made the three, so we can't
Yeah.
discredit that. He made the three, but like, why can't any of these Aberdeen man has all the talent in the world, but like he's not impressing me at all.
No, no.
You know.
He had that
And
one
you and
good
I talked
game.
about that
That one
already.
good
Like,
game.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the one good game, and that was basically it. And like his free, like I think he was shooting like 30% from the field against North Carolina again. Like he's just chucking it up, man, because he's playing individual. You know,
Yep.
like they're not
He
they're
does
not
not
creating
care.
shots for each other. Nope, nope, not at all.
He he does not care. That's horrible. That's horrible. You know what I mean? Oh my God. He shot 30%.
There you go.
30%.
And that
30%.
can't happen. That can't happen when you're in that position. You know, when you're
No.
being relied upon as like the star of the team. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're being relied upon for.
I would, if I would had to guess, well, it said that what was it? Owe was the highest performer, which is crazy to me. Yeah, he's supposed to be, but not not the way he's been shooting. Yeah, he had a great game last game. It surprised the hell out of me. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, let's get into Gonzaga. Like Gonzaga, solid team all the time, every year.
all the time.
You know.
So okay, sorry to go back, but I
Yeah, yeah.
just so happened to click on Marino. He didn't miss a shot.
Yep. He played well. I think we
Wow.
texted each other that like I want to see. I would love to see
Yes, you're right.
Q
You're
come
right.
back. Right.
Yep.
I would love to see Q come back and him and Moreno play together and see what that can do.
And
But
I think
again,
it'd be great.
but will Pope leave them in together or will he rotate them out? You know what I mean? And screw up the whole
You're
rotation
right.
and screw up the chemistry. You know, who
You're
who
right.
knows, man? Who knows?
Who knows?
They got a lot of
But yeah,
answers or a lot of questions to really kind of answer this week, and hopefully they get the answers tomorrow.
Hopefully, and we will move on over to Zaga, and I'm looking at the ESPN thing. The obviously they're predicted to win.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yep.
who wouldn't?
Even at Rupp,
uh,
even at Rupp, they're favored to win.
which is
Crazy.
horrible. Horrible. That should be one of the most feared places to play,
Yeah.
and it has been in the past. It has been, and now this. You know what I mean? Like that. They are coming in. If I am a player on Gonzaga, I'm coming in and going, "We got this all day, all day, all day. All we got to do is play physical, run them down,
And
go
rebound.
after our shot, chase our shot. Yeah, rebound,
Yeah. That's it.
rebound. And if we start hitting threes, light them up because they have no idea what to do after that.
Because
They
they
can't
can't
make
hit
them.
them. Right.
Yeah, even on their home floor, they can't hit them. I've never seen that. It, the one for however many could happen on a visiting floor. That's not supposed to happen on your home floor, on your home court.
Dude, they average 90 points a game, and that's our killer spot. Like if we give up 90, we lose. So if we can't play better defense, and if they start making those shots, that's gonna be a brutal,
We're screwed.
brutal, brutal game. Yeah.
Yeah,
It could
they're
get out of hand pretty quick.
absolutely. They're starting the season leaders, whatever. I guess it's their point guard. I don't know what he is. He's number 34, so he may be a big guy. Anyways, he averages 15 a game. Field goal percentage is 62. Right, so that's their season leader. Our season leader, Aberdeen, 13 a game. His percentage is 40. That's our leader. Is a 49%. 49%.
Ridiculous, ridiculous. And look, Gonzaga's coming in feeling pretty pissed off too because they got blown out by Michigan last game they played by 40. 40.
Oh yeah, they did. Yes. Yeah, they
So
did.
I mean, and Michigan looks good. Michigan looked real good. So like, not saying Gonzaga is
Shit.
not good, but like they're gonna come in pretty pissed off and trying to prove a point. And Mark Few, the coach, man, he always got them guys playing. They're always
Yes,
competitive, so they're gonna be coming in ready. Especially because they didn't look ready against Michigan. So and they've had
you're
what
right.
close to 10 days off. I think that was the day before Thanksgiving or the couple days before
Uh,
Thanksgiving. So
26. It was on the 26th.
yeah, so they've had close to what 10 days off, um, if not more at this point. Yeah,
I
over
wish
ten
you
days
wouldn't have
off.
told me that. And I wish I wouldn't have scrolled down and saw it right after you said it. Shit. Shit, man. Shit.
Yeah.
And like, damn. And I can't even talk shit. I can't talk shit. I mean, I will. I still will. I still
Oh,
do.
so will I.
But
Yeah, so will I. Absolutely.
but people don't take me serious. There is no, you know. Wait. Oh, you hit 1-3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You. I can't
Hey,
even.
we got
There's
eight.
not a rebuttal.
We got 8 titles. We got 8 titles, and we're the winningest program in college basketball. That's it. That's it. North Carolina's right on our heels though. After the other night with another win, I think we're only like 6 ahead of them
Yeah.
now. So
Oh my
they
god.
might overtake us this year because that's just how it works. Usually when we have a shitty year, they have a shitty year, and like we don't have to worry about it. This year, I don't think that's going to happen. I think they might actually have
No,
6 more wins than us.
that's a very good. I wish you wouldn't have told me that either, because I didn't know that. Didn't. Damn.
Yeah, I think we're at like 14-27, and they're at like 14-21 or something like that. It's pretty close. It's something like that. Some crazy number. But
I'm
we'll see
looking
what happens,
now.
man.
God, man, God, dude, God, for
I know, brother.
real.
I know. I wish it was better news. I wish it was better news. But look, we
God.
got we the good thing about March Madness and college basketball is teams make runs, right? So
Yes.
we got out of the gate slow, but It's only 3 losses. Granted, it's not a we can't beat a ranked team to save our life right now. So we got to get it together, and that starts tomorrow night against the Zags at home. Um, and I think they're going to come out there and do it, man. I think it's the embarrassment of the last few losses is not sitting well with any of them, including Pope. So I think he's definitely one thing's for sure. He's going to have them ready. If they don't execute, I don't know what to say after that, but I think it's not going to be a failure to have them ready. I think he's going to be prepared and have them ready.
You got like I said, you're coaching for your job, and I think he's starting to feel the heat because he knows how it works here, and I have a feeling he went home and said, "Shit," you know what I mean? Like that, I'm on the line. You
Yeah.
know this whole
Yep.
this whole dream job of mine. If I don't get these guys going, I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
out. And
Dude,
it wouldn't surprise me if a booster's already said that to him nonchalantly, like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, man. You don't pull off a couple more of these wins, I'm done. I'm done with the money. I'm
dude,
done."
he went home and he had a post-it note and it had 2 columns. If we beat Zaga, here's my to-do list. If we lose, if we beat Zaga, my to-do list was get ready for St. John's, get ready for Christmas, get ready for SEC play. If we lose the Zaga, call my realtor, call my lawyer. Like that's it. That's it. Those are your to-do lists. Those are your tasks. Like there's nothing else that if you lose the Zaga tomorrow night, just call your realtor, call your lawyer because these guys are going to have your ass and it's going to be blowing up because I live in Philly. The Philly media wants to run Nick Sirianni, the head coach, out of town. They're 8-4 coming off a Super Bowl win. Nobody's won a national championship in Kentucky in 12 years, 13 years now. You're on slip like thin ice, the thinnest of
Yes.
ice. You ever watch the show Ice Road Truckers,
Yes.
right? And like, here's what I don't get with that show, and I'm gonna go off on a tangent. How do they get the camera under the ice to shoot the truck as it's going over them? You ever wonder that?
That's a good question, actually. That is
It,
a really
it's
good
always
question.
it's always boggled my mind. I never understood it. Anyway, that's how thin of ice Pope's on right now. Like if he does not beat Zaga tomorrow night, he's going straight through the ice. Call your lawyer, call your realtor. Shit's getting dicey for you. And look, we talked about firing a coach midseason. They might actually fire Pope midseason.
Mm, they could. And it's not like you came in and took over a shitty program. Yeah, granted, Cal, we've lost a couple first round. Granted, yes. But we've had success in the regular season. We just pretty much ran out. We did. We ran him out. He said he quit, but we ran him out. A Hall of Fame
Mm-hmm.
coach, and we're bringing you in, and you can't beat a ranked team. You can't beat a ranked team, and we're at a 5-3 start. 5-3 start. I don't know if Cal ever started 5-3. I don't remember.
No,
I'm may.
nope.
I don't think he has.
No, because like I remember the years that we didn't even make the tournament, like that couple year stretch,
Yeah.
and we had like 8 wins before we had our third loss, and then like we'd rattle off a couple more wins and have like 2 losses in a row in conference play. So like I don't think he ever started 5-3.
No. And the most wins did help settle me. We are at 24-22. Kansas is number 2 at 24-14.
Oh, that's what it is. All right, got it.
North Carolina 23-95. So we still got a okay lead.
We
We got
got
an
eight
okay
games over
lead.
Kansas, right?
Don't ask me about math.
It's that Kentucky math. I forgot. Yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you. And that is the. I think that might be the perfect way to wrap it up this week, brother.
Yeah. Okay. So with saying that, all right, I showed you before we started recording. So I got what is it? This is second edition Kentucky basketball cards. We got first edition. I'll take a pack out of both of them and open it up here. Never been opened. I mean, they still whole box of both. And let's see who we pull and maybe give like a favorite moment or something to end it out. Maybe on a good note. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Ended
Love
on
it.
a good note. See what we pull here. Let's see. This one is this the first edition? Yeah. All right. All right. We'll go first edition first, and we will see what year they are. Let's see. These are 88, 1988. We got Jimmy Connor. We
Okay.
have Chuck Verdeber. Verdeber. Bird is the word.
Bird.
Pardon. Okay, this is gonna be a shit pack. I'm not ending on a good note here. Man. Walt Hischer.
There you go. Big Walt.
Ned Jennings.
Ned.
Ned the Man. Steve Clevenger. Jerry Bird. Don't get it confused with Larry,
Larry
because
Bird.
that ain't it.
It's his cousin.
And John fucking Adams. I mean, are you kidding me? Can anything go right for Kentucky right now? I mean, good God.
John Adams was a good president. I mean, look, it is what it is. Great. That's great.
Okay, please, for the
We get
love
Jerry
of God,
Bird. Are
let's.
you kidding me? Jerry Bird. Come on. If that's not the sum up of our season so far this year, we can't even get a Larry Bird card. We get a Jerry Bird card. Come on.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Second edition. Look, and I just want a disclaimer: if we don't get something out of this, I'm picking. I'm picking one more pack, and
Hold
that's
on.
it. But uh,
Before you do this, you want to know a fun fact about Jerry Bird? He never went
yes.
12 minutes in a game without scoring. Just wanted to throw that out there. You hear that, Pope?
Hold on. Let's see his stats. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh,
He
guess
averaged
what?
1.8 points. What?
He was the leading scorer with 278 points in the 54-55 season and with 421 points in the 55-56. He was a member of the 54 championship team. His jersey number 22 was retired, and he is currently working in Corbin, Kentucky. Why they put where he worked, I have no idea, but
There's
whatever.
no way he's still working right now. That's 40 years ago when that card was printed. He's probably rest in peace, Jerry. Rest in peace, Jerry. We love you, buddy. We love you. We could use you on this team. We could actually use you on
Yeah.
this team right now.
And possibly you might even shoot better at the state
You
you
might
are
be
in if you
you
are
sure as
passed
hell would yeah,
away.
you sure as hell would be the leading scorer. And even dead you'd probably still make a basket within 12 minutes. Christ.
Oh God. Okay, here we go. We got Frank Lee Master.
There you go.
Oh,
Frank
I don't
LeMasters. He played for the Eagles.
did he? Boom. There you go. Larry Jones. Oh
Jones,
no.
Larry Jones.
Oh God. All right, we're already off to a bad start. Mulford Davis.
Oh,
Uh,
Mumford.
Bill King. Stanley Millward. J.C. Everett. Oh my God. James McFarland. Gail Mahoney. Bob Burrow. Not to get mixed up with Joe Burrow.
There you
Oh,
go.
we got Cliff Barker. That's about
There
the
you
only
go.
one I've. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. I'm not ending on that note. We'll see. We'll go here. Last one. Please, for the love of God, just give us somebody. Yeah, I mean,
Rex
Rex Chapman
Chapman,
is on the. Yeah, he's on the front of the box. Give me something, please.
Mr.
Ah,
Kentucky.
yeah. First card. First card. There we go. All
All
right.
right.
Joby Hall. There we
There you
go.
go.
All
That
right.
helps.
Ronnie Lyles. All right. We got another one. Jay Schindler. All right. I'll take that one. Jim
The
Andrews.
original Schindler.
Schindler's List. Harold Wall. Fred Cohen. Charles. Jeez Louise. Okay. I guess we'll go with Joby Hall. This game didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Uh,
Listen,
we'll go
I
with
told you
Jerry. Joby
Franklin Masters was a Kentucky football player. He played for the Eagles. He was a linebacker. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. That's near and dear to my heart.
Uh, well, I'll go with Joby Hall. Fun fact: Joby Hall actually coached in the city I live in Shepherdsville. He started his coaching career there. He coached little league football, I think it was. We have a street named after him here. Another fun fact. This would be a good clip. Just letting you know there, Topher. In high school, obviously, I've been a huge Kentucky fan. I've been this way my whole life, right? So in high school, they had just named that street Joe B. Hall Avenue. Well, me and my best friend at the time in high school thought it would be a great idea. Both of us crazy Kentucky fans. Let's steal the sign. Let's steal the road sign. Okay. So neither one of us thought it through real well. He drove a, what was it? Oh, God. It was Chevy's version of a Suburban. Tahoe. Tahoe, or not Tahoe.
Tahoe.
Maybe it was a Tahoe. Yeah, Tahoe. He drove a Tahoe. And we get there. We have no tools. This was just all on a whim. We used to just ride around Shepherdsville all night, getting into trouble. Definitely, kids, my kids, if you're listening, don't do what your dad did. Stay in
Allegedly.
school.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly. And we was like, let's do it. So we go, we grab it. It's on a stop sign. All right. It's a whole sign. It's the pole with the stop sign, then the street sign on top of it. I'm like, we ain't got no tools. Hell with it. We yank it out of the ground, pole and all. Put it on top of his Suburban or
On
Tahoe
top.
with on top of it. And let me just, this is even better right now. We don't have no straps. We don't have no bungee cord, nothing. We have jumper cables. We take the jumper cables, we tie down the stop sign to the top of the Tahoe, right? We leave. And granted, this is, I'd say, probably 12, 1 o'clock at night in a small town. 3 stoplights, possibly at that point, maybe 4. The park's right in the middle of the town, right? Like this sign is right in the middle of the main road. Throw it on there, jumper cable it down. We head out towards my house, which is on the outskirts. We start going down the road. Cop passes. I'm like, shit. We turn down a side road. We back into a little driveway, right? And the cop passes. We have no lights on. We turn the lights on, hurry up, pull out. He turns around, whips it, pulls us over. Like, shit. He still has no idea that this stop sign is hanging off the back of this car. He walks up, right? He gets out, he walks up with his flashlight. He's watching his feet walk. He gets to, let's say this is the back of the car. He gets to it, and I'm watching this all unfold. He gets to the back with his flashlight, and he's walking. I guess it caught his eye. He stops and goes, y'all got a stop sign on the top of y'all's car? Eh, and he's not real good with cops, my buddy is. And, again, not one of my proudest moments, but I had been in trouble a couple times before. Like, oh man, yeah, we just got it from a guy, one of my friends down at the gas station. He sold it to us. And he's like, really? He's like, all right, well, you got 2 choices. I can take you to jail now, or you can follow me to the police station and drop it off. And I'm still going to give you a charge, but I ain't going to arrest you and I'll let you drop it off. All right, we'll do that. So he follows us through Shepherdsville with lights on, through Shepherdsville with a stop sign on the top of this car so we could drop it off at the police station. We get there, have to call our mom and dads to come up there and sign for us. And we got receiving stolen property from a made up guy at a Circle K in Shepherdsville, all because we wanted to steal the Joe B. Hall sign
Ah.
in the
Wow.
middle of Shepherdsville. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Not,
Now
not
let
one of
me
my
ask you
proudest
this.
moments.
Have you ever gone back to that sign and taken a picture with it?
I haven't taken a picture with it. I have gone to the sign multiple times and I've told my daughter about it. I
That
haven't told my
story?
son, but I've told
Yeah.
my daughter. Yes, I've told her that daddy got in trouble trying to take the sign. And I'm pretty sure she called me stupid. I'm almost 100% positive. Or you're so dumb, dad. But,
Hey,
and I'll take that because if you think that's dumb, kudos. Absolutely, dad was dumb. You're absolutely right. Don't do it.
there you
But
go.
yep,
Yeah.
my, there's,
We got to make the mistake so they don't do it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I get it. I
exactly.
get it.
But yeah,
That's awesome. That's a
there's
great
my
story,
Joby
man.
Hall.
That is a great story. That's a great story. I don't
And
have
I
one like
guess
that of Franklin Masters. I don't. He helped lead the Eagles to the Super Bowl in 1980 against the Raiders. That's all I got. That's all I got for you.
did he
He was a
did he
stud.
win the Super Bowl?
No,
Did y'all
no, they
win?
lost.
No.
Nope, nope. So he's dead to me. He's dead to me. Just like no, I'm just kidding.
Screw you.
No,
All right, we're done
he was
here.
he was a he was a pretty good linebacker, man. He was a stud. He was a beast across the middle. So
Oh
you know,
my
shout
God.
out to Frank.
Maybe
That's
maybe
awesome.
next week we'll have better luck with the cards,
Yeah, maybe,
Maybe.
maybe, and hopefully we're
Maybe
talking about a win over the Zags, and
a win.
if not, man, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully it's a win, and if not, we're gonna have another rant. It'll be epic.
Yeah. Yeah, we might be talking about how, like you said, we fired our head coach in the middle of the season.
Yeah,
It could
yeah.
be a
Maybe
possibility.
we'll have to pull some stop signs out and go down there and you know protest protest until they fire
Oh,
Pope.
oh God. And honestly, as bad as it sounds, he keeps losing. I don't see that being far off.
No,
I
I'm with you.
don't.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with
I
you.
don't. I don't see it being far off. And that sucks because he said all the right things. He got me into Kentucky basketball, not into Kentucky basketball again, but he got my heart back in it. And it is what it is. But I guess we'll see all you faithful listeners next week, whoever you are, wherever you are, however you are. Hopefully, we got a win to talk about. Follow us
Let's
on all the
go.
socials. Follow Topher.
State of
Follow
Kentucky.
Bacon
State
Shake.
of Kentucky. Bacon
Boom,
shake.
boom, 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 boom. Oh
Love it.
my God.